After 5 o'clock, and we're going to go ahead and continue a session today of calls, even some text messages, follow-ups, a little bit of everything. We did complete the 30 days of calls. However, I do believe one or two, maybe even three of the first recordings I did only had one-way audio. So we'll go ahead and do an extra video or so and continue moving onwards with our prospecting of motivated sellers with problem property. So let's go ahead. We had two people we were supposed to make offers on. Weren't able to get a hold of them yesterday. Let's see if now is a better time. And again, we're just going to bounce around between making offers, some cold calls, follow-ups, and everything in between. So if you guys were following yesterday, we are mostly back up and running with our REI reply system, which makes the calls and the SMS nice because it's in just one centralized location. So let's go ahead, bring up our stuff. I think I may have accidentally, okay, got it. All right, let's give her a roll.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that is not.
All right. So interestingly enough, we tried to call Sandra yesterday and got her voicemail. Weren't able to obviously leave a voicemail. And if you recall, I mentioned that we were going to follow up if we got their voice message and just put like their first name. In this case, Sandra ? Well, she actually tried to call back an hour and a half after that. I was already logged off. Sent her a message today saying, sorry, I missed you. We'll call back shortly. So obviously playing phone tag again. All right. So I'm just saying, hey, Sandra, sorry I missed you again. Love to talk. When's a good time? So I have some good news for you because she gave us an offer price or an asking price of 100K, and we could meet her asking price. So other than just a timing issue or perhaps some other thing that may pop up, this should be a done deal. All right, so sent that out. Let's see if we can get some reply from her. And Rena, we were supposed to call her. Got an offer ready to go. Let's double check on this price. All right, so 2.25.
Hello?
Hey, Rena, it's Ryan. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Very good, very good. Did I get you at a bad time, or do you got a couple moments?
No, I'm not interested in selling my property.
Oh, you're not? Okay, because we had an offer. We had all the information from you, and I was ready to give you an offer. Did you decided to keep it, or?
Yeah, what is the offer number look like?
Gotcha. Okay, so for an as-is offer, taking it with the tenants, no repairs, not paying any commissions or anything, and typically we close in 30 days or less. I could tell you right now, the average in Trenton is around 21 days, give or take. So it'd be a very easy sale for you. All in, we would be at $225 to you.
Oh no, I paid more than that. I paid $275.
Oh, you did? When did you end up buying it?
2 years ago.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, because I must have missed that. I mean, obviously we wouldn't make you an offer less than what you paid for it. Okay. Yeah, that's quite a discrepancy. Just curious, Rena, if you were what would an offer look like to make you, take the jump?
It would have to be closer to 325, 375.
Have to be through. Okay, so you're looking to make 100 on it. Okay. Well, I will definitely note that in my notes. To be honest with you, as far as an investment for us, that would not make sense. Nonetheless, I'll keep this on file. You never know. I'm also an agent. Hey, maybe somebody, it may make sense for them. You don't by any chance have any other properties available, do you? Maybe ones with problem tenants, need work?
Nope.
Nothing. Okay. All right. Well, no worries. I do appreciate you giving us the opportunity to make an offer on your property. Obviously, if anything ever changes. I'm sorry?
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Sounds good. And best of luck. If for whatever reason things change, I'll definitely reach out to you. And obviously, likewise on your end, if things ever change and you had to, make some quick moves, I'd love you to think of us and revisit this subject at that time.
Sure. Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
All right. You got it. Take care, Rena. All righty. So quite a big discrepancy on that one. I didn't see that she paid $275 not too long ago. Nonetheless, so I'm looking at Zillow. I don't see the any sales. So nonetheless, made an offer that would have made sense for us. Unfortunately, it doesn't make sense for everyone. For this, we're over 100K apart, so I don't foresee anything happening. And if we're being honest, I think the numbers that you kind of put out at the end are even above retail. But we left off on good terms, and that's key, right? Not everyone's a motivated seller now, but the truth is, it's quite possible that if this is her only property, let's say, of being a landlord, all of a sudden she runs into some issues and just becomes sick of dealing with landlord tenant issues, like a lot of landlords do, especially those that are not really too experienced. Not to say that she isn't, but that situation could quickly change, right? In a month or two, could say, you know what, I'm tired of dealing with these headaches. Let me pass it on to you, at a number that works. So it's always good to keep the rapport and obviously follow up. Do I foresee it making sense to add this as part of our follow-up list? To be honest, I really don't. But it wouldn't hurt, I guess. So at any rate, made one offer, got one rejected. And I don't know if I shared with you guys the numbers on the metrics on that, but obviously you're not going to get every offer accepted that you make. So just like making calls, it is a numbers game. And obviously we want to deal with more motivated sellers than not. How do we do that? We go ahead and filter our lists. And you've also heard me talk a lot about the lists that we filter with multiple levels of motivation. So let's go ahead. Let's continue. I'm not sure if this was enabled for everybody to see on Facebook. So let me update this real fast. By default, it seems that it only puts it out to my friends on Facebook. We want to make sure everyone has access. There we go. All right. So, Levy, appreciate you, my man. Thanks for stopping in. All right. So let's bring up this next one. All right. Offer rejected on that. All right. So no answer, no response from Sandra just yet. Let's see what else we got. Maybe we could extract some other potential offers here. So Mr. Thompson, we weren't able to get a hold of him, unfortunately. And so let's see. Okay. That's all we have for that one. Before we switch to some cold calls, I'm going to try to bring up our pipelines. So it's been obviously a month, or just shy of a month, of us not being able to fully utilize the system. So what I'm looking at now is a Kanban style view of all our pipelines. Our pipelines basically show hot prospects, evaluations. Basically, a seller said, hey, I'm interested in selling. We got their information. Now we have to go ahead, run a CMA or an evaluation on our end, make offer. That's obviously sellers that are waiting for us to make an offer to them. So it looks like I might be able to filter through some of those. And then we just have listing opportunities, offer rejecteds, which we also follow up with, by the way. Just because somebody rejects the offer now doesn't mean that they won't accept it 2, 3, 6, 9 months down the road. And actually, I'm staring at one property now that we were in contact with this guy for many years. I think 8 years, 7 years. We had the offers were accepted multiple times, and then the seller ghosted. Needless to say, as of a month ago, we finally got him to the finish line. So it is does make sense to follow up. Again, doesn't make sense for the property that we just made an offer on, that there's a big discrepancy, not too much motivation. I don't really see a big need for it, but I guess, again, it wouldn't necessarily hurt. So let me just kind of scan through some of these. These are in the pipeline that I don't believe I've spoken to. So if I can get update on this, maybe we can make some more offers before we transition over to the cold calls. All right, so we're just gonna filter. All right, so there's 8 records here, a couple of which we already made offers on. All right, this is a good one, Milton.
Por favor, deje su mensaje para 609-498.
I'm typing to my sales agent. We were actually both working this lead that I was referring to, and I just wanted to see what the story is. Because point seems like something we definitely could work with. Let me try to call him again. My Spanish skills are terrible. It's been ages since I've had Spanish class, so get ready for some terrible Spanglish if he answers.
Hello?
Hey, Milton.
Yes.
Hey, Milton. My name's Ryan. You were speaking to one of my team members, Joe, earlier on in June about your property on Hewitt Street, and I just wanted to follow up with you. I believe we have an offer ready for you. I just want to make sure you're still interested in selling.
Yeah.
You are, okay. And I just want to double check your purchase price, or your asking price is 120.
Yes.
All right, great. Give me 1 second, Milton. Let me just double check, because I think we had something, and I'll get right back to you.
Okay.
Okay, hang on 1 second. All right. So he's on mute, and I just want to see what price point we had locked in. We got cell phones blowing up. Christ. All right. So I usually would have had this lined up ahead of time. So let's just see if we have this locked in. All right. So no, we don't. Okay. Hey, Milton. Hey, Milton, you still there? Hopefully I don't lose him. We actually want to get access to the inside.
favor, deje su mensaje.
All right, so we'll try him again. When I got him on the phone, I wasn't happy about putting him on hold, to be honest with you. Called once, got his voicemail, called him again. And it turns out the reason why is we don't have an offer locked in. We actually need to set up an appointment. So fortunately, I called from this desk phone, which I said I wouldn't do so we could have it all in here. So if he saw a missed call from this number and then a text message, it's more likely that he'll reply back. So a little damage control. Hey, Milton, looks like I'm having issues on my other line. We're very interested. Can we get access to the inside to see condition? All right, try to fix some of these typos a bit. All right, so let's see if he gets back to us. Let's move on to the next. So in the routine of making the calls from the desk phone, because this wasn't working, and I'm out of my groove. All right. All right. This looks like somewhat of a new one. Offer locked in. Let's see if we got a price on this one. All right. So I think we're on 135 for this one. I don't see any notes that says, let's see, that says that we made an offer and anything was rejected. All right. Well, let's give it a shot.
Yes, not home at the present, but you're.
All right, we're gonna do a follow up. Hey, I think his name is Cleve. All right. So I'm saying just following up on, and I'm gonna put property address. All right, so hey Cleve, just following up on property address. I have an offer for you. Please let me know when a good time to speak is. When is a good time to speak? Okay, on to the next. Let's see, we got a couple other in this queue. Might be able to find a couple that have fallen through the cracks. So you guys are just hopping on. We're continuing. We did 30 days of cold calling to motivated sellers of problem property. And we're just continuing forward through various forms of reaching out to sellers, cold calling, SMS, etc., to try to fill our pipeline. All right. All right, so this one, we need more info on that. This is excuse me, just a vacant land. Not too much use for that. Rena said no deal. So we're gonna have to move this. I'll do that later. Okay. See who else we got here. Olga. No actual offers locked in on this one. Almost called from the desk phone. All right. And I see the text message is Spanish, so this ought to be interesting. Hi, is Olga available, please? I'm looking for Olga.
Who, please?
My name's Ryan. She was speaking to Joe from my team last month, and actually a little bit before that, a couple months before, about her property on Roebling Ave.
Uh-huh.
And well, I believe she was waiting on an offer from us, and I just wanted to get back to her because it looks like we haven't spoken in about a month or two, and just wanted to get some information just so I can get her an offer. Are you Olga by any chance, or is that a relative of yours?
You not speak Spanish?
Muy pequeño. Maybe is text message better for you, and I could use Google Translate?
Oh, okay.
Is okay?
I not speak.
Text message, see or no?
I know they are right now. I'm from Dominican.
Sí, un momento. Olga, are you there? She hung up. I thought she would. All right, so I'm going to try Google Translate. All the previous correspondences were in Spanish, so let's give it a shot. So let's just share this. Ready? I'm going to type in Google Translate. And let's see what. Okay. Following up with your conversation Joe. Put in the address. It's on Roebling, all right. I wanted to see if you're still interested in selling. All right. And I'm going to say, please excuse any grammar errors. I'm using Google Translate. All right, so we want to translate this to Spanish. So there's a drop-down box with a ton of languages here. Spanish, and then boom. Hola, Olga. Estoy subiendo. All right, it's been a while. Let's see if that works. Okay. we'll keep you posted on that. Let's see if we can make heads or tails of that one. So again, that was one that we haven't touched in like a month or so. Glad we actually got her on the phone. Just got to figure out the language barrier there. And let's see what we got. So just getting caught up on. It says there's an offer locked in, which there's not. Let's try. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Oh, and it looks like, okay. Just catching up. All right, so we haven't heard back, at least from the notes here that I'm seeing. Let's try. Her name's Jess.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking for.
Oh, sure. I can help you though.
Okay,
Where are you
great.
calling from?
My name's Ryan, and I was actually just following up. One of my team members, Joe, who's no longer with us, he was talking to Jessica. Looks like all the way back in October, and then they spoke, I guess, in June about your property on Lamberton, and I guess her response was that you'd be interested in selling for the right price. And I didn't see any other correspondence. I figured I would just drop you a line, connect with you, see if you had any interest in selling, and get some information about the property.
I mean, I know that prices are pretty lofty right now. I mean, do you have the information about the house right now, or do you need that? I mean, I guess the question becomes you already have the data, right? And then you could give me the offer.
Yeah, so that's correct. I just wanted to verify a little bit. So what we have, and maybe you could correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the one that actually is rented for $1,200 a month, or is this another property?
Yeah, it is. It's below market, but she's been there 9-10 years.
Okay, got it. So and just to double check, this is 2 beds, 1.5 baths.
Correct.
Okay.
And a huge yard and good parking. It's right there by the Trenton Thunder Stadium.
Okay. And so just to verify again, roof is 10 to 15 years old.
The tenant is there about 10 years about.
For the tenant, right? But I have in here I have the roof is 10 to 15 years old. Is that?
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
And so was the siding. There was like I don't know if it was Hurricane Sandy. It was one of them, man. Just blew the siding right off. So there's got new siding on there.
Oh,
I
okay.
put new pieces of fence on there.
Okay. How
I
about
think we replaced the heater like 6-7 years ago.
heater replaced 6 or 7 years ago? Okay. How about like the heating over there is gas or oil?
Yes.
It is gas. Okay, great. And how about like the kitchen and the baths? Are they the original? Were they updated somewhat recently?
When she moved in 10 years ago, plus or minus.
Okay, got it. Tennis. Okay. All right, that sounds good.
Definitely not original, yeah.
Okay. You said they're paying. And the tenants that were there, they were okay during Sandy. No late payments or missed payments or anything.
I'm sorry. The tenants that are there, what about them?
During COVID, did they miss any payments or were they all current?
Oh yeah, and then they got caught up. Yeah, and they're current now.
They are okay. Did you have to use any of the security deposit for to help them out at all, or we still have a security?
We still have security.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I got enough info.
You know what? Actually, no, we do not.
Oh, you don't?
I do not, yep, we do not have security anymore.
You don't? Okay, gotcha. I'll note that. Okay. And I apologize. What was your first name again?
It's Randy. So
Randy. Awesome.
my wife, Jessica, she doesn't really do much of this. I don't know how
Okay.
she had her name, but yeah, so if you want to get back to me with what you think, feel free to call me on this number. My name is Randy.
Perfect. Okay, so this is the best number for you?
Uh-huh.
Excellent. All right. I'll do that. Before I let you go, Randy, I could have sworn someone here may have mentioned you may have owned another property or so. Is this the only one you guys own? Do you have anything else?
No, I have about 10 of them in the area.
10. Maybe we should have a different conversation. Have you thought about liquidating all of them in a package deal?
Let me tell you something. I redid a few of the properties, and I kicked a bunch of people out, redid a few of them, and I'm getting like 1,700 to 1,900 a month now on these properties. I mean, they're really good cash flow vehicles right now.
Right, got it. Well, let me ask you this:
So,
do you have any that need a lot of work and/or have problem tenants that you could, besides the one we're talking about, any of those that?
I just kick them out one at a time. It's easy. Yeah, now it is.
Right. Well, I'm thinking that might be a good opportunity for both of us if you're saying, you know what, hey, sure, I could throw another tenant in, or you know what, instead of making repairs and dealing with this, maybe I could unload a little bit, start retirement a little bit.
Is this your cell phone from?
It's not. It's a phone system, but I'll tell you what to do. Let me text you from my cell phone, and that way, if these numbers change, which unfortunately happens, you always have my contact info.
Okay, and you called the 609-915 number, so text that one, and then I'll text you my email, and then we could correspond easier that way. I can answer more questions or what have you.
This is wild. So I just put in your thing. I have a text message out to you from May 2020. I guess it was a typo, but it said, "Hi Randall, my name is Ryan." And apparently you spoke to my assistant Karina at the time, and I meant, it said your voicemail box is full. But okay, I'm going to send you another text message now. Ryan, the house buyer.
Okay.
And,
all right, good deal.
All right, excellent.
All right, well, let me just get running. I'm going to look for that text, and I'll send you my email, and then we can correspond from there.
I love it. Yeah, I just sent you that with my email as well. Send me whatever it is you have, and maybe we could work out a package deal on a couple of these for you.
All right, perfect.
All right, sounds good, Randy. Great
All right,
talking
sounds
to you.
good, Ryan. Thanks a lot.
All right, you got it. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye now.
Boom. I think that was a good call. Now, that's kind of interesting, right? I have perfect. So he just replied back with his email. And what's interesting is this system that I'm utilizing right now, we didn't bring on board until just over a year ago. I connected through another channel, obviously through the assistant that I had at the time previously. And it looks like conversation. And obviously didn't see that until now. So that was 2020, 3 years ago. Here we are potentially revisiting, I guess the same seller. And again, one of the things that I've been really ringing home about was maximizing every phone call. That right there, to me, is a huge opportunity, right? He's got 10 houses, and we're only talking about one of them. Well, there's 9 others. I could tell you that within those 10 he has, they're not all perfect tenants. They're not all perfect houses. And there's definitely probably 1 or 2 in there that he probably has considered from time to time. I do it myself. I have some turnovers going on right now. And one of the properties I was kind of teeter-tottering. Do I sell this and move on to something else? Blah, 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 blah. So with that said, I do believe that there's good opportunity there. I'll go ahead and send him an email, try to get the information on, all the properties that he's willing to put out there, and then just continue to follow up. And the beauty is, if you can go ahead and let's just say if we only buy one or just one for that matter, we can successfully close on that. He's got a good experience. Everything goes through smoothly. Who do you think he's going to go ahead and reach out to when it comes time if he's not ready to sell at that moment? So I love those conversations. No, it's not a deal necessarily right now, but these are the good deals that come to fruition in the future. Hence why we're planting the seeds now. So see how we're doing on time, just over 35 minutes. Got another 25 minutes. Let's see what we got. So I'm going to go ahead and just so I don't drop the ball, I'm going to assign myself a task. Edit property info. That's that lag starting to come on. All right, cool. Assign to me. So ready. I do think we were calling that record a couple times over the past 30 days. So what's pretty cool is that, I mean, we must have called from a Skype number, from the desk phone, and now this new number. So far, so good. Let's see what we got next here. All right. We got one more we might be able to follow up with before we transition. So no, we just actually need feedback from our team. So before we switch over, there's actually a couple other pipelines I want to check out while we're doing this. I'm going to check out the offer rejected pipeline and follow up on any of those that rejected our offers previously and still own the property. So if we can get this thing to load, that would be nice. Let's see, we may have a reply text from someone. All right.
Yeah, this is Cleve Christie. You called about my property at 247 Linwood Avenue, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, partially finished basement, front and backyard, gas, heat. I don't know, my number is 609-915-9278. Again, Cleve Christie, 609-915-9278. You said,
All right. So let me go ahead. He called back. We have an offer to make him. I believe it's $1.25. And I gotta pee. All right. Let's double check on this. Make sure we got. Oh, it's 135. All right, cool. Let's see what we got.
Hello.
Hey, is this Cleve?
Yeah.
Cleve, okay, great. I just got your voicemail. We were playing a little phone tag.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
My name's Ryan.
We just spoke. I just texted you my email.
Oh, this is Randy. You know what? I'm glad we're connected through cell phone because our phone systems are acting a little funky here.
Oh, okay. No worries, Ryan. It's all good.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just tied up with family now. So,
Sorry
yeah,
about it.
I'll
Yep,
look for your email.
you got it. I'll shoot it out before this evening, and I'll shoot you a follow-up text.
All right.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bye-bye.
What the hell happened there? What a nice fella. It's good to talk to nice homeowners, right? That's fun. All right, let's see if we get this the right number. Mistakes happen, right? This is business.
Hello?
Hey, Cleve.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Connected. We were playing a little phone tag there.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Ryan. We haven't spoken before. You actually spoke to Joe. He was, I guess, in June. He's no longer with us, but I did see that he spoke to you about your property on Linwood, and
Yeah.
we actually did have an offer that was supposed to be provided to you, and I'm assuming no one communicated an offer to you, did they?
What was the offer?
On here. So, okay, great. I just want to verify a couple things. 5, is that correct?
Yes.
And the tenants, are they paying on time, or they miss any payments?
Yeah.
They do.
Mhm.
They miss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are they current now, or?
Yeah. Well, it's due today. Just it's due the first of the month, so they got till the end of the week.
Oh, right. I'm referring to like past months. Have they been like current, or have they fallen behind in a couple months? I don't know if they've been there during.
Oh no.
They did. Oh, okay, good. Were they there during COVID as well?
Pardon?
Were they renting from you during COVID?
No, it was. They've been there. He's been there. This month will be 2 years.
2 years. Okay, so they came, I guess, the tail end of COVID, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. And they gave you security deposit, yes?
Yeah.
All right, great. What do you know what that amounts for?
I think it was 1 month's rent.
Okay, got it. So 1525. Okay. All right, that sounds good. Well, what I have in here, Cleve, I don't know if Joe told you about how we buy houses. When we're buying them as is. That means you don't make any repairs. You don't have to clean the place or anything. If obviously the tenants are there, but if this is a house that you had personal belongings, you just take whatever you wanted and leave the rest to us. You wouldn't be paying any realtor commissions, and it's usually a quick sale. I could say on average, we're seeing about 21 days in Trenton. So it'd be very quick and easy. The question is, if you like our number, how do we get access to the inside just to verify everything is kosher?
Well, you just let me know, and
Okay. So we could go from there. All right. Sounds good. Cleve, what we have is this again. This is you not paying any commissions, and as is deal, rather quick closing. To you is 135K is what we have.
okay. Oh, all righty. I mean, I could work with that.
Okay. So the next step would be, as far as getting access, is that something that we could do in the next couple of days, you think?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. So what I'll do is, do you want to reach out to let me ask you this. Are you going to tell the tenants that you're looking to sell it, or do you want us to come in as like an inspector or handyman? That way they don't get spooked and all that stuff.
No, that don't matter. I'll tell them. It's not a problem.
Okay.
I'll tell them.
All right, sounds good. So I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me go ahead and see what the availability is that I can get my guy down there to check it out. It's usually really quick. Within, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, they're in and out of the place. So they're okay. That sounds good. So what I'll do is I'll give you a call tomorrow sometime with an update. Do you prefer morning, afternoon, or evening? What's best for you?
Well, mornings is always good. You
Okay.
know?
All right.
Morning.
All right, great. And is this your cell phone or is this your house line?
That's my cell phone.
All right, perfect. All right, sounds good. Well, I appreciate it, Cleve. Again, my name's Ryan, and I'll get back to you tomorrow, and we'll get this thing underway. And I'm looking forward to an easy, fast closing.
Okay.
All right.
All righty then.
All right,
All
Cleve.
right.
I'll talk to you soon.
Mhm.
All righty, a little bit of screen shuffling going on here, but there you have it. Offer accepted, right? So I don't have the metrics on that of how well we will do, but that's our second accepted offer. I guess, is this officially day 30 or 31? Not really sure, but I think that was a good call, productive. And let's go ahead. We'll update the notes here. I'll plug in his price. I didn't even really haggle with the price at all, right? I mean, technically speaking, if you wanted to get technical, we probably could have said, started lower and all that stuff. But, hey, if it's a fair price, it makes sense. And we're looking to do volume. Let's just go ahead, keep it moving. All right, this looks mistagged, so we're just going to put this in. Okay. Actually, on the notes here, it looked like, just to update you guys, he was around 150, 160. So coming at 135, he in essence did accept a discount from what he was originally looking for. So let me just try to get this thing situated. And we'll keep moving. There we go. Asking price. And accepted price. Okay. I think we're good. There we go, purchase price. All right, so just want to make sure we have all this input correctly, which is cool, is that we had some cool automation set up with this so that as long as the information is in there, we literally can set a tag, click a button, and then it will take the information, put it in a contract, and even email out the contract all automatically. It took me ages to finally get to that point, to have that type of capability. Having a computer background and a love for automation, that's a huge win in my book. So, all righty. Okay, it looks like it sent the trigger on that. So let's keep it moving. Just under 15 minutes to go. Let's see what else we could revive here. All right, no response from my Spanish translation. So we'll have to stay on top of that or link up with somebody who speaks Spanish fluently. If that's you, drop me a line. All right. so that was a missed call follow-up. Let's go ahead, try to bring up, like we mentioned, the rejected offer pipeline. All right, so let's see what we got. This is Tina. We spoke to her yesterday. All right, we got to get. Let's see if I put a task. Nope. All right, so this is a task I had queued up from yesterday. If you guys are just hopping on, we just got our second offer accepted, which is good news. We got to send out the guys to go check out the property, make sure everything looks good. All right, this one we're not going to follow up with. All right, this was a 5-property package and 2 of which were not available. Well, let me go ahead. I don't think there's any name here. All right, let's see if we can have a conversation.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 6.
All right, so let me just follow up. So my assistant or old sales agent did speak to them. I don't have any names, so I just did what I did yesterday, putting first name question mark. Now I don't know if that's their first name. It says first name, last name, LLC. We'll see if that's their name or meaning something else. So check out the next.
Hello,
Hey, is this Aaron?
it is?
Hey, Aaron, this is Ryan. I spoke to you about a year ago about your property in Trenton. I don't know if you remember speaking to me. I'm sorry?
You might take me off speaker or something. I hear an echo.
Oh, it must be. It's not on speaker. It must just be these new phone systems. They're terrible. Is this a little better?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, we were talking to you about your property on Lamberton, and I think I made you an offer that you accepted, but then when you talked to your wife, I think it was that you had too much on the mortgage. It didn't make sense.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you want to buy it?
Well, we're looking for properties in the area, and I figured I'd
Why? For what reason?
to buy properties in Trenton.
Yeah, for what reason? Why do you want to buy properties?
Maybe the same investments.
Oh, So that's why I have it.
Gotcha. So how long do you want to hang on to this one for?
As long as you want to buy it. If it's worth money, I want to hang on to it. How's that?
Okay.
Make sense?
I guess
Why
so.
don't you make me a crazy offer? Which
Got-
property? I have a few properties. Which property are you calling about?
This was the one on Lamberton, but I mean, let me ask you this: do you have any?
I have two of them in Lamberton. Which one are you talking about?
This one was, let me see, the original one we made you an offer on, $694.
694. That's the okay.
Yeah, and actually,
Sure. What are you guys offering?
if you recall, and in the notes I had here, we made you an offer of 85, which you accepted, but then at the time you
I accepted. I never accepted 85. I don't believe it.
in the notes.
I don't believe I accepted.
Well, it was a year ago in June, so over a year ago. It was in June. But let me ask you.
85. I was offered over 100, and I wouldn't do it.
Now, oh, okay. What about the other properties? Do they need work? Do they have problem tenants? Anything that I could?
No, they're rented out. I'm making nice money every month. So I really, unless it's a crazy offer, someone needs that house specifically.
Right.
It wouldn't make sense for me to sell it.
I got you. Question for
I
you.
appreciate it anyways.
Yeah, no
Go ahead.
worries. It's always good to talk to you. I mean, do you have properties just in Trenton, or do you have any others in Ewing, Hamilton, or anywhere else in New Jersey that might make sense for us?
I have other places in New Jersey, but it makes sense for me now to hold on to that.
I'll tell you what. Put me on speed dial for when you get that tenant or that call that you said, God, I got to be done with this property. That's when you got to call me. That's the property that will probably make sense on.
I hear you.
All right. Sounds good,
my
Aaron.
friend.
Hey, great talking
Thank
to you.
for calling.
All right. We'll keep in touch. All righty. Not motivated. Well, that's cool, right? It could change in the future. He did accept at one point. Maybe he felt it was too low. In the notes, I guess I had that he had too much on the mortgage, but it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, we're going to skip that one. Not too interested in that property. Let's see this. All right. All right, this one's no major motivation. We had a relatively recent follow-up, so I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to try to find one that we had a high probability and something happened, or we have a high probability of closing now. All right. See how we're doing on time. Oh, shit. We just hit our hour. Let me see if I can bang out a call. No, these have all been addressed. Looks like I got a hold of these guys. One more. One more. All right, we had a couple conversations with him. He might be a little abrasive, that I'm getting the impression, but let's just see what's up. All right. I think it's a good time, a good place to pick back up on the next call and sesh. With that said, I'm going to sign out. It was a beneficial call session. We got an offer accepted, had some good calls, and we'll keep you updated. I still owe everybody the metrics. We'll try to get that out ASAP. Excuse me. So with that being said, I will, as I mentioned before, we might go ahead and do a slight change. Obviously, we hit our 30 days. Might do some other types of lives like this. So I'd love to hear from you guys. What types of lives would you like to see? What types of topics to cover and all that fun stuff. So love to hear from you guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you on the